Shalom. First and foremost, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rechah, HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the house of David. Salutations to you, brothers throughout the four corners of the earth, teaching the truth in righteousness and sincerity. To you, Israelite foreigners, come back home to the truth. To those that passed on, serving the Lord, the dead in Yahweh Shai shall arise first. To you, sisters who believe, keep encouraging and supporting your brothers who are out here teaching this truth, and always commemorate the sister who washed Yahweh Shai feet when you read the scriptures. I got to get through this video quick because I realized that, the phone I got doesn't have hardly any storage in it. And literally, I did this video already and it cut off before I finished. So I'm going to start off. I'm just going to get right to the point. First and foremost, my introduction is, in my almost 47 years of being alive in this world, I've seen so many friendships and so many situations turn bad over money. So one thing that I wanted, the first piece of advice that I'm going to give y'all is be very careful loaning money, giving money, doing anything with money. Brothers should be very hesitant to loan money or to give money to a brother just because he's got a fucking sob story. Everybody's got a fucking sob story. I can give you a story that would make you think that I am you should send me money, right? You know what I'm saying? Everybody does. That doesn't mean that you should help everybody that just says they need help. So first off, you have to vet a situation and a brother, because a lot of niggas ain't shit. So I'm gonna read this scripture, Ecclesiasticus 29:1. He that is merciful will lend unto his neighbor. So yeah, when you see a brother that's actually in need, lend unto him. But notice it said lend. It doesn't say fucking just give away money. So you brothers that, and I'm sorry, I should have said this at the beginning too. This is not about any one person. In fact, if there is one main person, it's somebody that's not even in the truth that I know, that I've loaned a lot of money to and owes me a lot of money. Because, I was kind of naive and this person was taking care of, what they needed to take care of at first. And then, but anyway. So if you see a brother that's in need, or if you know the brother and you're like, yo, he wouldn't ask if he didn't really need, help him. If you have mercy, help him. Lend to him, but he's got to pay back. And that's what the next part of the scripture says. And he that strengtheneth his hand keepeth the commandments. Lend unto thy neighbor in the time of need, and pay thou thy neighbor again in due season. Again meaning back. Pay him back in due season. So there's a due date. There should always be a due date when there's a loan. And I think a lot of brothers in Israel have it confused. They think because the person that gave you the money didn't say, hey, pay me back by this day, that just means, oh, that's a gift. Nigga, it ain't no fucking gift. This is fucking Babylon. A nickel costs a dime. What the fuck's wrong with you? Pay nigga back. I done loan money to people in this world and in the truth for so many years, and motherfuckers never, they get back on their feet and forget about you. That's how bad it is. So pay thou thy neighbor in due season. Keep thy word. Be like, yo, I'm gonna pay you by this date. Pay them nigga by that day. If you have trouble paying them by the certain date, then what you do is you speak to them and you at least communicate. How the fuck do you borrow money and the person that loaned it to you is the one that has to reach out to you for you to pay it back? I don't like that shit. I seriously fucking hate that, and the Lord hates that shit when you read the scripture. Keep your fucking word and deal faithfully with him. And thou shalt always find the thing that is necessary for thee. You know how many brothers have burnt bridges in Israel? You know how many people have burnt bridges with me that are not in Israel? No, you don't fucking like to pay back, or it's a fucking adventure to get my money back from you. But those of you that have, like, I got a good friend, lost his wallet, asked to borrow money, and paid me back within a couple of days. That's a person that I'll always be happy loaning money to, because I know I'm getting it right back. But you other niggas that don't pay back, don't fucking ask to borrow shit. Reading on, it says, many, when a thing was lent them, reckoned it to be found. What does that mean? If I put money in your hand because you need help, but you don't pay it back, it's as good as if you just found it in the street. When you find money in the street, you don't know who the fuck it belonged to. Oh, fuck it. This shit was just found on the ground. You know, it's just like if I give you money to pay your bills and shit, you forget to pay me back or you don't pay me back. Like you should never forget when somebody loans you money. Ever. You know, and it causes so much uneasiness. It causes so much to be what's the word I'm looking for? Awkward. A very awkward air. You know, and you got brothers that are good brothers that borrow money and forget to pay back. But the person that loaned them the money thinks that they're a horrible brother because they forgot. Don't never fucking forget to pay back. So reading on, it says, and put them to trouble that helped them. So now I loan you money, and now that I need my money back, you're taking your sweet fucking time to pay me back. That's what I'm going through with my employer. I loan my employer so much money, and now when I need money to go do certain things, I can't do what I need to do. Reading on, it says, till he hath received, he will kiss a man's hand. You will kiss a man's hand, and for his neighbor's money he will speak submissively. You will be humble the fuck down when you need to borrow money. But when he should repay, when it's your time to pay back, he will prolong the time. Oh, I'll pay you back later. I'll pay you back later. I'll pay you back later. He will prolong the time and return words of grief. Oh, I'm going through something. You know, I need more time. And complain of the time. Oh, this is just not the right time. I have this bill, that bill. Nah, nigga, you borrowed, you pay back. If he prevail, he shall hardly receive the half. If I continue to fucking force the issue, I'll be lucky if I get back half the money I loaned you. And he will count it as he have found it. That's how you niggas are in this world and in Israel. I'm sorry, at least half of the problems that I have financially were caused by Israelites. Other people that supposed to be what I am. So it said, and he will count it as he hath found it. If not, he hath deprived him of his money. So somebody that loans you money, now you're depriving them of the money they loaned you. Nigga, I don't have money to just give out like that. And he hath gotten an enemy without cause. So now, for no fucking reason, now you screwed me over financially, and now I'm your fucking enemy. Now I'm gonna fucking, you know what I'm saying, make you pay one way or the other. You might not, you might keep the fucking money you borrowed from me, but now I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna expose you. I'm gonna fucking let brothers know, don't lend to this nigga. It says, he repayeth him with cursings and railings, and for honor he will pay him disgrace. I'm telling you, Israel, brothers, do not, and again, there are good brothers that borrow money and that forget to pay or don't do the right thing when it comes down to finances. You know, there are good brothers, but then they do dumb shit and now make enemies out of nothing. You know how many times I've heard that there was brothers in Israel that went from camp to camp asking brothers to borrow money? Don't fucking, try not to borrow money. The scriptures tell you, there's another scripture that says, owe no man. Don't owe money. The whole time after you borrow money, until you have paid that back, you are in violation of the scriptures. Owe no man. Many therefore have refused to lend for other men's ill dealing. You know, right now, to get a loan out of me, nigga, you gotta damn near fucking show me that you're, prove me that you're fucking going through some shit. And you still gotta fucking pay that shit back. Fearing to be defrauded. I fear being defrauded. That's one of my biggest fears right now. It says, yet have thou patience with a man in poor estate. So now that goes back to the brothers that loan money. Have patience, because some brothers are really going through it. If I loan you, say, $50, but, that brother's having trouble. If he comes in the humble spirit and says, yo, I know you loaned me $50, but I'm going through it. Can I get some more time to pay it back? That's completely different from the nigga who returned words of grief, prolonged the time. If you humbly ask for more time, that's a whole different story. Right? He says, and delay not to show him mercy. So show mercy. If you have, help out. There's nothing wrong with that. It's good to help out. It's when you start becoming a fucking fraud and then you start fucking, you count a fucking loan as a fucking gift without permission. Like if I don't fucking tell you you don't have to pay me back, even if I tell you don't have to pay me back, you should. And this video, isn't necessarily for me because it's only a couple of people that owe me money, and actually, not one is in the truth, one is not. But one is in the truth, one is not. But yo, pay a nigga back. Not just me. Pay whoever loaned you money, pay them back. You don't want motherfuckers going through what I'm going through right now with my employer. So it says, and turn him not away because of his poverty. So have mercy, because there's brothers that really are going through it. Now, my employer, I'm going to tell y'all a story. This motherfucker has not done a month worth of work in 4 years, maybe more. You understand, people go through shit, but nah, nigga, you borrowed money and now you're fucking traveling the world. That's not a need. Now you're just being a fucking dickhead. It says, lose thy money for thy brother and thy friend. So in some cases, you're going to have to take losses. You're going to have to say, all right, Doc, you know what? Your problem has no end in sight. I'll forgive the debt. Of course, within measure. You don't want to fucking lose money that's going to fucking hurt you. But, in some cases, you're going to have to, you see that a brother's dealing with deep poverty and he really intends on paying it back. He's just having all types of trouble, can't catch a break. That does happen. It's and let it not rust under a stone to be lost. So if I have money to burn, money to throw away, fuck it. All that's talking about is don't let money go to waste. If you have more than enough money to do what you need to get done, fuck it. Let the brother keep it. Lay up thy treasure according to the commandments of the Most High. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I gotta go because it's gonna cut off. I don't have enough space on my phone. But with that, I'm gonna say shalom.